Monday. What's going on? Uh, this is a different Monday compared to most, right? Because just a little bit more freedom today. Are you? Did you make plans for today? Is this a special day? Of course, I'm jesting a little bit, but you know what I'm talking about. Restriction guidelines have been eased up just a little bit, right? So I imagine I know a lot of local businesses, restaurants, places have been excited, I'm sure, to have more people, although there are limitations. All I'll say is this about it. I don't get into it too much. Just let's just keep following the guidelines. We do that. If we're really thinking that's the key. That's just my opinion. Um, but they obviously have no problem shutting things down if they see some large concerns. So just keep that. Let's keep that. That's my that's my thing. I don't know. I'm sure there's lots of people in Ottawa that may disagree. Um, but let's just keep positive. It's really important to keep positive and stay kind to each other. I saw a post, a friend of mine who is a server at a local establishment, and she pretty much summed it up too. She said, like I don't like asking for your back support and all this stuff, but I got my rent to pay, my bills to pay, so please don't give me a hard time. Don't moan. She's like, I got to do this all day. Right? So you really think I like asking all the time? So let's just kind of keep that in mind when we're dealing with people and we're asking these folks. They don't like the rules, right? Yeah, understand that. Okay, let's go to the comments. Oh, Jesse made it first. Hello, sir. Are you working today, Jess? What's the latest gas prices there? Oh, he's off today. I'll leave before I read Burrows. Happy Monday, Mr. David Burrows. Happy Monday, Danny Hutchinelli. Are you selling cars today? You can't really hear me? I don't know what's going on with it. Somebody else said that the other day. Is that still a problem? No, no sound. What is going on? Of course, there's no sound. What's going on? That's one shoe about my shoe. Can you hear me now? Is that working now? Maybe wrong mic? I don't know. Microphone, USB camera. Yeah, I don't want that. Okay. We're live, so hang on, everybody, while we fix this problem. Hey, don't go away on me. Woohoo! My first guest is on. What the heck is he doing? We're almost there. What happened there? Can you guys hear me now? It should be. I'm going to check my audio here. 1, 2. All right. It should be loud and clear now. How about that? We can hear you. Right on. Whew. It's a good thing you guys are there telling me. I was saying all these wonderful things too, and you didn't hear me. All right. Professionalism right out the window there for a moment. Much better. Okay. Joel's there. Look at all these people showing up. There's always lots of people watching, and then there's nobody watching until um, something goes wrong, right? And then everybody's got something to say. All right. We're back now. Here we go. Let's start all over again. Rewind. Happy Monday, everybody. Thanks so much for being here. And what I was saying was, are you, excited? This is a special Monday, right? Because the guidelines, have been eased up a little bit. Have you made plans? I know some local restaurants, etc., were like, what, the comeback party or something like that. There's still limitations, right? But what I was getting to was, let's just keep in mind that we're not out of this thing yet, right? So we just got to be mindful of what we need to do to be safe and get through it. And at the end of the day, I mean, obviously, if things are getting out of hand, the government has no problem bringing it back down again. So let's just keep that in mind. What I was also saying was, I saw a friend of mine who is a local server here at an establishment, and she made a really good point on her Facebook. She said, listen, I don't like having to ask you for all this information, but it's what I have to do to earn my living and pay my rent and my mortgage, just like everybody else. And she says, I really don't like it. Do you really think that's all day? All day I got to ask that, right? My wife does that in her job. She's got to ask everybody who comes in. Let's just be nice. They got to ask the questions, even though you go, no, I know she said something about somebody comes in the other day and started asking the question. No. It's like, I got to ask the question anyway. Just please let me get through it. All right. So keep that in mind when we're out there. Okay. Now that everybody told me something was wrong with my mic, and now we're good now. That's good. We can hear me. Yeah, restart from the beginning. Yeah, we're okay. Joel, how you doing out there? Happy Monday, everybody. Glad we got through that part okay. It is a happy Monday. So I'm looking forward to getting back out again. I miss some of your faces, some of you. Joel, we're ready. It's been too long for you and I, Joel, so we definitely got to get back together and hang out a little bit. Okay. If you haven't done this yet, I'd really appreciate it. I'm still working on, I'll get to the YouTube thing in a minute, but go over to my website there and sign up for the free newsletter. I send it about once a month, maybe twice. So I don't really, annoy you too much, but there are some things coming down the pipeline that you're not going to want to miss out that I won't be mentioning on the Facebook page. So if you want more information besides what's on the Facebook page, go to the website for one thing, and you'll see some local news, etc. there. And please follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I've really been doing a lot more on Instagram as well. So again, you'll see some other tidbits of what I'm talking about, and still working on that 1,000 subscribers from all of you. What do you do? Oh yeah, Joel, he wants the beer. He wants 2 beers. Very good. So yeah, help me out. Go over there to the YouTube channel. And now I got to upload. See, I had to, everything just went kerfuffle here on me. There we go. I think I got it. Right. There we go. Got to say thanks to our supporters, Hughes Intelligence Security Systems, who we're going to talk more about in just a moment as well. Been supporting us for many years here on the show and at our Sarnia Sting broadcast as well. So thanks, Hughes Intelligence. Huron Signs SWO, part of AG Event Graphics, 10 years of support. Thank you so much for all your support, Guy. And Joe's Discount Tires. We've only had a little bit of the snow. Am I allowed to say snow still? It hasn't been that bad. It's been cold, but today's a pretty nice day. If you're watching live on Monday, it's only about -3, which that's a pretty nice day out, and the sun was out. That's good. Thanks, Joe's Discount Tire. And of course, Tourism Sarnia Lambton have been supporters for a long time, and now in an official manner also supporting our Sarnia Sting games as well. Okay, let's talk about the Sarnia Sting. Wow, I tell you, I had the privilege of being at the games. Of course, spectators not allowed up until tomorrow. We'll talk about that too. Man, 6-5, they lost by 1. They really were fighting hard at coming back. It was. I call it the tennis match of hockey. It was like 1-0, 2-0, and then it was 2-1, 2-2, and then it was 3-2, 3-3. It was just back and forth. And they played really hard against the Kitchener Rangers, but unfortunately come up short by 1 goal, 6-5 final. Now, the game tomorrow against Saginaw, of course, there are, if you're a ticket season holder, you would have gotten an email. So there will be they're limited to 500 people, I think is the number, right? So, but stay tuned as things progress. We will get you back into the Sarnia Sting games. Now, if you want to get close to the Sarnia Sting, but you can't get into the arena, we've created something that's starting to really work pretty well. We've created the live audio chat room, which is available on my Facebook group. Okay, not my page. I don't know, there's all these things to understand, right? What's a Facebook group? So if you go to the Show with David Burrows group on Facebook, you'll see an audio room that's created around Sting game time. And of course, myself and JPEG, along with Laura Domingos, who's joined me for the video broadcast as per usual, which has been some really great conversations. Laura's really bringing another perspective aside from my friend Jay. We go into this audio room, similar to like Clubhouse, where you can just go in and listen if you want, or you can request to be a speaker as well. And if you're watching the game from home and you want to share your thoughts on the game while we're there watching, you get the idea? So a real fun way to do that. Now, where can I watch if I can't go there? Well, you can watch on your TV Sarnia with Terry Doyle and Barry Wright giving you the live play-by-play, or tune in to CHOK 103.9 FM or 1070 AM with Lee Cunningham and Patrick DeRoche giving the play-by-play. The CHL has also got an app where you can stream the games live. There is a fee for that. But that's another way to do it. And that audio room, again, brought to you by Hughes Intelligence and Tourism, Sarnia Lambton. So, we're having to adapt in these things, right? But we're getting there. We're getting there. And I think we're still having fun with it, right? I've learned a whole lot of, I've been live streaming for 12 years. I've still learned a whole lot of stuff with all this going on. Of course, I want to mention our friends Heavy Rescue 401, Season 6 tonight. Episode number 2. We had Colin on last week. We did a special broadcast with Colin, and it was exciting to watch. He actually had to miss the first episode because he got called out. But tonight on Discovery Channel, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I'll be on Twitter and Instagram as I'm following along. So you can follow along and have the fun there. Okay, back to the comments one more time. Sunny here. Oh yeah, it's sunny where you are, and you're in Oshawa, right, Carl? Okay, so it's not too bad. -10 isn't bad as long as it's not windy, I guess, right? That's the real part of it all. So, yeah, that's not too bad. It'll be here before you know it. I'm already counting down the days. I see my friend of mine and Jennifer's Candy. She's a Harley Davidson girl. Of course, we've got our motorcycles, and we're ready. We're just like counting down the days. Now I have to flip a coin. Is today a motorcycle day or a Firebird day? Right, tough choices. So yes, definitely looking forward to that. All right, let's get going now. Some great community things happening, and of course with the guidelines coming back to normal, sort of. We're going to start seeing some more in-person events, and Gail Davis is here to join us today. Thanks for putting up with my craziness there for a moment, Gail. And now I can't hear you. Oh, see, it's not just me. You're unmuted. Let me, I better check my end too. No, everything's on my end good. Yeah, my speakers are working. You might have to, like, down at the bottom, you'll go click on Cam Mic and then click on Audio and then pick the proper audio. It's an audio day. And whatever microphone you're actually using, if there's an on-off switch on it. Try it a different way. Okay. I'll get rid of the other one and we'll try this one. Are you there? Now I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
You can hear me now.
Look at you being all techie and you're like, okay, I'm going to the phone.
I do this many times. For some
I'm
reason,
sure.
My computer won't work, but my phone will.
That's fine. It looks like you got a good Wi-Fi going there, so we're all set.
Yeah.
This is, people, this happens once in a while here on the show, and it happens in those Zoom calls. Somebody forgets to unmute all that stuff. So this is actually normal, right?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here, and you've got a bit of a story to tell that I'm really looking forward to sharing with our viewers. But we're talking about Relay for Life today, folks, and the Relay for Life 2022. Can you believe it's 22?
Yeah.
Is going to be in person at a new location. We'll get to all of that. But first, Gail, just give us some background, who you are, like your volunteer, and just go ahead and tell us all about yourself.
Okay, well, Relay for me started in 2004. My daughter was actually a survivor that year, and it was at Canatera Park.
Right.
It was just a wonderful event. We knew we were going to be coming back next year because it was just something that she enjoyed so much, and the support and the love that we received from everyone.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, she did lose her battle to cancer, but with the help of her friends and myself, we decided to keep her memory going and to keep the stories alive, as she did have two young children that needed that support too. So we came back the following year as Lisa's Angels, and from that time on, we have had our teams in. And then as years went by, it was so much support for me. It was just amazing. Every year I looked forward to it. Being around those that I knew were, in the same position as I had been. Then I became involved with the survivors, which now we call the participants of hope.
Right.
But they were amazing. I just cannot tell you how much it meant to me to go every year. They gave me that hope, that strength that I knew that I could make every year.
Yeah.
So
What
and
is that? Where does it, sorry, just before you care, I'm just like, so what exactly, like obviously being able to lean on other people, but these are others that have experienced similar circumstances, I'm taking, right?
yes.
Yeah.
So, like at one given time, I remember us having over 200 survivors. That's a
Mm.
lot for a city,
Yeah.
and they did. They would tell the story. We would have little gifts for them, and it was just just being around them, and just they everyone was just so happy, and it just give you a warm feeling in our hearts to be there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, when we're going through things, or I always say we don't go through it, we grow through it.
Mhm.
It's nice to have support around with similar circumstances, so you don't feel alone, I guess, right? At the end of the day, and know that these feelings that I'm having or what I'm going through is okay, right?
That's right. That's right. And back then, that's when relay was 10 to 12 hours,
Hmm.
and to think that we were walking on that track from 7 at night until 7 in the morning. And, that was only one day for us to stay up all night.
Yeah.
And, you know, to think what a survivor, they go through it every day, having to go for treatment. So, that's what gave us hope, and that's what gave us the strength. We had so much fun with our fun laps that we would do at relay, dress up in silly things, and having karaoke, and just having so much fun to celebrate those lives that maybe did not make it, but then also celebrate those that were walking with us.
Yeah. It certainly, it's affected all of us in some way,
Mhm.
whether a family member. I think we all know somebody who has suffered from cancer, right? And my father dealt with it. Unfortunately, was a survivor, but there's just so many affected by it. I mean, like even the numbers are affected. What is it, like 1 in 4 now, or something like that?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I really say it's 4 in 4 because it's
Mhm.
everybody that we
Mhm.
know has been affected by it, right? Um,
Exactly.
Now
Yes.
you've been involved. Were you involved? Like you're a volunteer for the Sarnia Lambton Cancer Society, right?
Yes.
What do you volunteer? What do you do there?
Well, what I do for the Relay for mine has all just been the Relay for Life. Plus, I've done the pink ribbon campaign.
I noticed you're pink today.
Yes, and the daffodil. I have helped with those three campaigns with the Canadian Cancer Society, and but my passion is the relay.
Yeah.
uh, so and I've had different roles in it, as far as being chairperson. um, I have been survivor chair for quite a few years. Actually was the coordinated chair at one time for 1 year, and now this year I'm in a new role called participant engagement leader. Yes.
What's that all about?
Well, what that is reaching out to get our participants, to get people to participate in this great event. And now that this year that we'll be able to be in person, it's even that much that we need to, bring people.
Yeah. Because the last 2 years have been virtual for obvious reasons.
Yes.
And now it's got to be exciting to be able to say, oh, uh, we're we're probably going to be able.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't want to be the negative guy, but we've gone through this a couple of times. But plans are in place, or at least moving forward.
Yeah.
But at a new location, right?
Oh, yes, a brand new location. So this is exciting for all of us. Well, for many years we were at Canatera Park, and then we had the 1 year. I think of all the years, there's only been 1 year that we had to go indoors, and that was a year that we had to go to the Sarnia Arena.
Oh yes.
Yes. And then after that, we've been behind the Y, connected with the Clearwater.
Yeah.
Yes. And this year we are just so excited to have joined with Valley Axe.
Yeah.
Yes. So
They're,
that'll
they're
real.
great location, and they're great community supporters out there.
Yes. Yes, they have been. So it will be. We're still looking forward to our fun laps. We're still looking for. We'll be selling our luminaries. It's a new location, but we're going to bring back all the old favorites that we can. We can.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it's at the end of the day, it's really all got the same meaning, no matter what location you have it at.
Yes.
The celebration that you've mentioned there, and this is going to go from 6 till midnight, so a little bit shorter than, like we say, it had in previous years. But
Mhm.
the bottom line is money here, Gail. Uh,
Yes.
at the end of the day, we got to count the dollars up. Last year it came up a bit short, was it? Or it was around 65,000, I think.
Yeah, we did make it last year.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yes, we did make it last year. So this year, now that we're in person, our goal is 105,000.
Right. And
Yes.
is that set to, if we go back to, like, say, the last time we were in person with this, what were those numbers like back when we were in person? Do you know?
I believe it was like, I'm just trying to think, like throughout the time that I had, been with it, we've done over 300,000.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I believe it was over 200,000. I'm not, don't quote me on it, but I know that it's been like we have been going for 21 years. So
Yeah.
this is our 21st year. So to think of the dollars that we have, but here's hoping. So
Well, I think this is realistic
yeah.
for a couple of reasons. Um, I don't have to tell you right where we live. Where we live in Sarnia Lambton is
Mhm.
just a huge supportive community. But it's also realistic. I think, I imagine you probably considered that number, considering people have just been through pandemic and financial hard times. And, can we set a realistic goal here that people can still reach into their pockets and we can pull it? I bet you do more than that. I bet you get closer to 200. That's my prediction. There you go.
Okay, good.
Now, of course, Sarnia Relay for Life is on Facebook. They're also on Instagram. But talk about, okay, we're going to sign up online here. We've got the website, but is there a cost, or what is it? What's the process to signing up for this event?
Well, excuse me, we've got it two ways. You can just pay $35 to sign up, or get your fundraising hat on, and
Right.
we that you raise $150 or more, and more and more. So so you got two ways to do it.
Right.
So
Easy.
yeah, very easy.
Yeah.
And all you have, that's basically get your friends together,
Right.
put in a
Have
team.
some fun with it, right?
Oh,
I'll
exactly.
tell you, some of them, I remember over the years, some of them really get dressed up and they march around and they're
That's
singing, and you're like, what are they doing, right? But it's a lot of fun.
That's right. And yeah, and it's a fun time. It's a fun time out, but then know that you are helping,
Yeah,
you're helping the Canadian Cancer Society.
yeah.
Yeah.
What about there's got to be some competition, friendly competition that goes on here between teams as far as we're going to raise more than you, and I'm sure that many teams raise way more than $150.
Oh, yes. Yes. And yeah, and now that we are in person, what a great way. Like, yes, like find your friends, find your coworkers.
Yeah,
Those are different things. If you need help with fundraising, that's what we're here for. Just ask us. We'll give you some ideas of how to fundraise. I'll tell you one, because I know a lot of people drink bottled water.
oh
If
yeah,
if somebody takes a bottled water and empties it, just your standard ones, and empties it out, clean it out, start putting dimes in it. You fill it to a top, that's $100.
really,
Yes. So what a great way. Set it out
yeah.
on, your desk, your counter. That's one just very easy way to get $100.
Now the money comes in for the Relay for Life, and then what happens with the money? Is it like, I know, like locally and other areas have like Wheels of Hope, for example. Does this go to support programs like that?
Well, I think a small amount of it, but it does. There's like we do have like the Wheels of Hope. We have like there's all kinds of different ways, like different places it goes. I know a percentage of it would go to research,
Yeah.
but a lot of the money does stay local to help us.
Well, I like how you said that, because this always comes up. People go, "Well, I want my money to stay." But here's the thing: like if somebody in Toronto or in another city has better equipment or research facility than we have here in Sarnia, but it's helping to come up with the cure, I'm okay with that. I'm
Yeah,
okay with my money going there, right?
that's right.
So at the end of the day, like, there are local programs that are supported, but it goes to cancer research, and wherever it's got to go. Like I say, that's really at the end of the day what really matters here, to come up with that and to support those survivors and those families who are dealing with those who've lost loved ones as well, right? So
Exactly.
it's an all around effect, right, Gail?
That's right. It sure is. And they are. I know what they did for myself and my grandchildren. They were there. I could reach out. They helped to understand.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
good.
Mhm.
Together we are bigger than cancer, right?
That's for sure. Yes, we are.
Right on. Gail, is there anything else you want to add before I let you get back to your day? Like, there's no
Ah,
rush here. If you've got more,
no, I think, well, we know it's June the 11th.
yeah.
Saturday, June the 11th. I mean, it is a change for us because normally ours would start on a Friday, like a
Yeah.
Friday night, and then go into Saturday morning. But this is a Saturday, so please, please, anytime, anyone that would like to just come out and see what Relay's about. That's
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
if you haven't been there, and if you can't participate that day, just go online, donate to someone, and and also we will have luminaries. That's another small thing I'd like
Oh
to
yeah,
talk.
right.
It's it's a bag that we put a candle, but you can put any message that you would like on this. And what we'll do at around 10 o'clock, we have the bagpipers. We will have our survivors and then the caregivers, and we will all just light the light and walk in that
And
with
it's a wonderful sight to see.
it is. It's beautiful.
Gail, thank you so much again for working through the technology here today. and you did better at it than I did today.
Well, if there's a will, there's a way, right?
That's right. Gail, thank you so much. And we'll be following up with you and the Relay for Life teams, and keep pushing the event out there. And June the 11th, got it marked on my calendar.
Okay, and that'll be great. And thank you so much for having me on.
You're welcome back anytime. Take care, Gail.
Take care. Bye now.
Gail Davis joining us to talk about the Relay for Life. And it was nice. We pushed through that technology today. Thanks to all of you for telling me there was nothing going on, right? But Gail Davis sharing once again, Relay for Life will happen on June the 11th, right? At Valley Axe. What a great place to have out there. Valley Axe have always been great community supporters in many different ways. And the fundraising goal this year, as Gail mentioned, $105,000. Come on, Sarnia Lambton, let's dig into our pockets. Go online to relayforlife.ca. I'll also be posting this on the Facebook page after the show. Thanks again, Gail. All right. Well, we got through that one pretty good, but just a couple of things I want to share with you that I haven't mentioned in a while, but I have before. Listen, No One Stands Alone. And that's a great title for a book that offers mental health support and many different services that are needed in our community here. Deb Patel, who was on my show quite some time ago, listed in here: St. Clair Child and Youth Services, Distress Line, Canadian Mental Health Association, Family Drop-In Services, Pathways. There are services in here that I didn't even know existed in Sarnia Lambton. Now you can go online to noonestandsalone.ca to find out more about these services. Keep that, bookmark that, and share it with somebody that might be struggling, that might need that information. noonestandsalone.ca for sure. Now, I also want to give a shout out to my friend, Don Fernandez, who has been in the hospital for quite some time. He was home for a little bit. He's back in the hospital again, but this guy just does not quit. And his journey with MS is now in a paperback version. My Journey with MS, A Long Road, is available on Amazon. And a portion of the sales profits will go to the MS Society. And it also supports Dom in his book and his journey with MS. So go online, check that out on Amazon. Also coming up a little bit later on this year, the 999th Legion for Child Rights, which I'm proud to be a part of, is going to be having some local events coming up. And if you want to find out more about the 999th Legion Sarnia, you can go to the website, and maybe it's something you want to be involved with as well. All the information at 999thLegionSarnia.com. All right. Well, it was a struggle, but we got through it, and we got the important part out, which was Gail Davis talking about Relay for Life. Listen, if you'd like to be on the show, if you've got something happening in the community that you'd like to share with people, or maybe you've just got an inspiring story, or maybe you've written a book, or just anything positive that you want to come on and share with, reach out to me. I'm not hard to find. Send me a message on Facebook or go to my website. Once again, theshowlive.live, and send me an email. I will get back to you, and I'd love to have you here on the show. But for today, that's all the time I got for you this week. Have a great week and an even better weekend. I will see you next time right here on the show. Bye for now.